21 years ago, my mom moved to the Deep South. From 44th Equipment, Denver, Colorado, to Federal and Yale, Denver, Colorado. I spent the rest of my life going up and down, and going up and down and up and down the city's most special street, Federal Boulevard. A block that seemed to extend infinitely in both directions. Now in all that time, not once did I wander south of 285. It's a weird reverb. In all that time, not once did I wander south of 285. Like a video game map, it was the end of the city and the end of my world. But I got to know the 31 on 82nd. 4-5 times a week it took me all the way home. Cut through the old north side like a bulldozer, an omen of what was to come. Back then, we used to transfer at Colfax. Or cut through the grass from Invesco Field where I worked my first job as a vendor. Lemonade! Get your lemonade! Then back to Feds, 30 to Alameda, Fritangas in the Far East Center, which was ironically about as west as you could get in the city. The State Streets, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, the Deep South, 5 fuss spots in one block. The street stand where I bought tacos with my own money for the first time, which I probably got from that awful lemonade job, which I ate on the way to my first poetry practice with minor disturbance, which was nowhere near Federal. You see, New North Side excluded, there are no cafes on Feds. It is a concrete enclave of calloused homecoming, and I was as sensitive as snow on the sidewalk in Denver's sunshine, with the wit of Walt Whitman and an undeniable taste for artsy, bohemian, hipster vibes. And as far as I knew, there were none where I lived. If I were to make a list of all the awkward Federal moments this caused, it would never end. The bus stops on Federal and Evans became my portal to the city, the universe in my fingertips, and a constellation whose gravity never stopped pulling me back up. I left Federal over and over and cannot stop returning. When I finally moved back, it was not much different. Still new and old and endless. I even went south of 285, started living in Littleton, a town I never would have imagined Feds to get its hands dirty with, which was foolish, because Federal is fearless. I take the 36 home now, and the other day, I rode past a country club, looked up and saw that street sign coming to a halt. My jaw dropped, giddy as a kid buying tacos with his own money for the first time. I had found it, the myth, the urban legend, the end of Federal. But of course, I was wrong. Because on the other side of that country club, it picks right back where it left off. Because Federal is forever. It extends infinitely in both directions, cuts through the New North Side like a bulldozer. It keeps going through Canada and the North Pole, and even Santa Claus lives on Federal Boulevard. And one day, on my way back from coaching minor disturbance, we dropped a young poet off at that same block, Federal in Mississippi, Mateo, pen game fearless, who left Federal for poetry practice, as sensitive as snow on the sidewalk in Denver sunshine, with the wit of Walt Whitman and an undeniable taste for artsy, bohemian, hipster vibes, which meant he had to leave, which meant he had to come back. Which reminds me, Mateo, when you leave Federal for real, and when you return, remember, Mateo, that you were never really gone, because one does not leave Federal, because Federal never ends, Mateo. Federal is forever.